Good morning and good evening, based on wherever you are. I welcome all my Toastmaster as well as future Toastmasters friends to another session of Globetrotters Toastmasters Club. Before I proceed, I would love to know how is your Wednesday going? You can unmute yourself or you can write it in the chat box. Anything.
All is well.
I
Really?
could.
You look
How
pretty
is
today.
your day? Okay. That's great. So, how many of you feel that 24 hours is not enough for whatever thing we want to do or we want to achieve? I guess most of us, we want to do a lot apart from our profession. We want more time for our personal space. Also, we want growth in ourselves. That's why we have joined Toastmaster as well. But a lot of time we feel overwhelmed and we feel we need more hours in a day. If you feel so, so you are today in a perfect place to learn how to manage everything, how you can achieve more, how you can do it all. And to tell that, we have a very special person today in this room who will tell us a lot about. Okay, you already know because it was all mentioned in the flyer or pamphlet, whatever you say. So I will not talk more about that. Also, today I will not give any official introduction because the person is very near and dear one to me. I can do some grave mistake and I can still call her. I have done this, what to do now? She will guide me properly. Or whenever life presented multiple ways for myself and I'm very confused which path to choose. Again, I can just give her a call. She will show me the perfect way. I have that belief. She will never be judgmental to me. She is very nice. She will know more about her once she speaks. So let's not wait more. Let's welcome everyone with a big applause. Priya Paramita Paul. Priya Paramita Paul, the stage is all yours, and we all are waiting to learn something new today.
Thank you. Thank you, Sushmita. It's good to hear good things about self. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Priya. And without wasting much time, first let's get into why we are here. I'm just presenting my screen. Okay. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Perfect. So, yes, welcome and let's explore something new. And before that, I would like to tell you a story. And here it goes. So, there was a little girl who used to believe that she is not ordinary. And she used to sometimes say she will become an astronaut, a dancer. Sometimes she wants to become a scientist. Sometimes anything that can change the world. So basically, she used to believe that she can change the world by being different. And during that time, she saw a new story, which is Sushmita Sen in 1994, winning Miss Universe as the first Indian. And her belief system became very stronger. And she felt that, yes, what she think is right and she can be a different, not ordinary. But then something changed. People started asking, what do you want to become? What's the course? What's the job? What career? What path will you choose? And she had no idea what to answer. And she just wanted to answer them. And then, after a few years, she watched another serial. This is called in Hindi Adbhut Bacche, in English Wondrous Kids. And there was a story of Sunidhi Chauhan, a girl who used to sing really well, and she was portrayed as someone who is different. But here, she didn't feel how she felt during Sushmita. She felt that Sunidhi is special and she is not. So her belief system started fading away. And then slowly, she had to answer, and she chose something which most of us must have chosen. She landed up and she became an engineer. And she had her perfect job, promotions, recognition, hike, and everything. So it's like the first question was answered. And then eventually, she got married. So all the questions that were asked from several years were answered. So during this course of time, she realized that she has achieved everything that people have asked her and taught her, except herself. She didn't know about her. And with this realization, her relationship changed. She lost her job. She started questioning everything about herself, lost her confidence. Basically, it was a deadlock for her. Now, what to do? She suddenly found out something which nobody taught her: being aware. For 4 years, she started questioning herself, her learning, practicing something which she hasn't practiced. She unlearned and she completely destroyed what she has learned so far. And not to become a successful person, but to find peace. And during this course of time, she definitely became calmer. She got more direction. She knew what she was doing. And while running this, she achieved some accolades, which is she became a life coach. She became the first Indian to win Miss World International in 2022. So she represented India. She became an author. She changed transformed her body. She became a fitness enthusiast. She wrote her first book. She became someone who talked about her story in Josh Talk. Her news was covered with all media channels, and she appeared in very big podcasts. Now, that girl is me. Someone who chose to be different, and yet she feels that she hasn't achieved and she has not achieved enough. But now, today is not a story about me. Today is the story about you. So my first question is, are you living or just existing? When was the last time you sat alone with no phone, no TV, no people, nothing to cover the silence, and just you? Now, to get that, let's do an experiment. I want you all to close your eyes. I cannot see everyone, but I hope everyone is doing it. And take 3 deep breaths from the navel up to your head and breathe out. And with every breath, if there are any thoughts coming in, let it come. I want you to observe your body, your mind, the thoughts that are coming in. I want you to feel the palm, the skin of your body, the teeth in your mouth, the hair, and all the elements that make your body one. And now I want you to open your eyes. Have you felt something? I'm open to listen to yourself. You can unmute, or it would be good if you can show your faces, but that's okay. You can unmute and tell me. Everyone sleeping.
Yeah. So Priya, actually, I already practice these things.
Mm.
So in almost every day. So I'm doing right now almost 3 months, and regularly I spend at least half an hour time with me only, and I can see there is a lot of transformation happening with me after this practice.
Awesome. Thank you, Ranal. What about others? How did you feel doing this short experiment? Hello.
After this hectic day, I am feeling much calm because I am from morning. I am just running after some behind something.
Awesome. Okay, anyone else? You can chat if you don't want to speak. But it's a Toastmaster.
Naina messaged. She felt it's amazing.
Okay. So what is this feeling called? This is called awareness. A place where you are trying to connect with yourself. You're allowing the thoughts to flow in. You are connecting with your body, with your mind, and everything. And that is called awareness. So, my question is, do you know something called mental health? What is it about?
It's like taking care of your body, but instead of taking your care of your heart or lungs or your skin, you're
Mhm.
taking care of your psyche.
Awesome. Thank you. Anyone else?
I should know because there are times I feel mentally exhausted.
Yes, I understand.
And I know some relatives, they can be a little exhausted. And I read about it because my friends and relatives.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes, I think many people know about mental health. Okay. So, mental health is basically about to function well through balancing your emotions, being positive, think that things will go well, trying to improve. And these are the few uh, results of mental health. But imagine a situation where you know that you have to be positive, and day one, you have learned that you should be positive to make things well. And you're like, okay, yes, I am positive. And you touch your heart and said, all is well, all is well. Yes, all is well, all is well, all is well, all is well, all is well. And the next day, you wake up and you're like, nothing has changed. And then again, you're like, okay, all is well, because I learned I should say all is well. I should be positive, all is well. And the third day you wake up and nothing changed, and you are again like, okay, all is well. Like, why things are not changing? I'm just telling all is well. I'm believing, I'm being positive. All is well. And the fourth day, you wake up and nothing has changed. You're like, I don't care about all is well. Things are not changing. So I'm sorry, I can't be positive now. And all your mental health that you have learned, that you have known, doesn't work. So during that time, what do you think we can do apart from mental health?
If you know someone you feel not doing so well, we should ask them. We ask about it because asking how you're feeling will make a huge difference. I know someone who has some, let's just say, struggles with mental health. So I ask, "How are you? How you doing? You okay? Would you like to meet
Yeah,
up?" Because asking makes a difference. They know that they're not alone.
amazing. That's another beautiful aspect to help someone. And so do you know that when there are few people who can ask, and but most of the people who don't know even the person is facing this. And those people who are asking this are the ones who are little aware, little understand people dynamics or their faces, even though they are maybe smiling and laughing. And that's amazing. And those people are living a little bit different. Now, my question is again, we have our mental health, we know what is mental health, but why there are CEOs, engineers, homemakers, and all, they're successful, but they're unhappy? Is it possible? Yes, Ashil, you are saying something.
I was gonna say that I often hear that most people, those careers like doctors and lawyers and CEO, most people say you need to take this job because it's successful. But how do we know? Maybe they don't want to be doctors or they don't want to be a lawyer. Maybe they're doing something they're not passionate about it. That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yes, you all like exactly answered in a different way what I was going to say. So is it possible that a person can have a successful job, a successful career, a successful relationship, and everything successful, yet they feel empty inside?
I volunteer in preschool, even though it's not very successful. I'm very happy because I love kids and I'm happy that my family supports it. It's actually from my sister. She's the one who recommended me.
Awesome. I'm very happy for you.
Thanks. I really love children a lot. That's why it's it's successful for me.
I'm glad, that you are one of those who are doing what exactly you want to do. So now, what is the answer to fill that emptiness? It's conscious living. So what is conscious living? And how is it different than mental health? Any volunteers?
May I?
Yes, absolutely.
What I feel about conscious living is when we talk about mental health or any kind of health for that matter, it never exists in singularity. It's not about just mental health. If you focus on it and it will achieve it, no. If you are not able to achieve that, then you have to see around what else is there that is achievable. Maybe the physical surroundings, you can clean that. Maybe not. Maybe you can have a healthy meal that time. Maybe not. Maybe you can do something. Maybe you can go for exercise. So
Yes.
conscious living is whatever you are doing at that moment of time, you do it consciously. You eat consciously. You sit and have a peaceful meal. You go out and maybe walk on grass or just be at sun. just take sun bath or something like that. Just be with
Yes.
yourself and feel yourself at that moment. Maybe you're cleaning your home, nothing else, but be with yourself and do that with conscious efforts. When you do that, when you clean your surroundings, I believe I do that actually. When I
Hmm.
clean, when I'm not mentally okay, I'm disturbed or anxious, I clean my surroundings. I just clean my desk, office desk,
Yes.
and at that moment I feel something is under my control, and that's something I can translate into my, I mean, controlling my anxiety. That's how I do conscious living.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
also have few more hands raised. Shravan Kumar. Yes, Shravan.
Yeah. I believe naturally there is a jungle character in each one of us. Understanding that jungle character, what really I am. So that is the conscious living. I mean,
Hmm.
instead of getting external validation, if you know your true nature, I have
Yeah.
either it is am I angry or am I happy or whatever it is, whatever
Hmm.
emotion is there. If you
Hmm.
truly know yourself, then you enjoy it. Even your anger, you can enjoy it. So it
Yes.
depends. It depends on true nature.
True.
That is conscious living. Yeah.
Couldn't agree more. Thank you. There were a few more hands. Yes, Dinesh.
Yeah. Okay, it is said that 95% of our thoughts are kind of coming from our automated behavior or thinking pattern. So
Hmm.
they're coming directly from our subconscious. So I think conscious living is being aware of those repetitive old thoughts, the past thoughts, and changing them, bringing them into the conscious part of our brain. I think that is
Yeah.
conscious living.
Yes. Perfect. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay. All answers are right. Exactly. Mental health is not equal to conscious living. Conscious living is where, especially when things are not working well, you exactly try to first see what's really happening rather than getting into a solution or just feeling that, okay, things will change. And if you cannot figure out at that point of time, you just, keep it in the box of, say, your waiting list and do something which is not solving that issue. Doing something, like some of you said, going out for a walk, doing your household chores, doing your exercise, doing your hobby. And when you think that you are ready to handle your waiting list, is when you see things like a third party. Imagine, like, there is a couple who are fighting and they're telling you that, he's wrong, he did this, blah, 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 blah. And the wife is saying, sorry, the husband is saying, she is like this, she's bad. But have you ever felt from a third person, you're saying that, there is a mistake from both the side. But since the husband wife is into the story, they're not able to see what's happening around. And what if you yourself can start seeing whenever you are into such kind of situation as a third person? Like, we use the term micromanager for a lot of other things. What if we can be a micromanager at that point of time and see what exactly is happening and what is the foundation that I can address to change it? And then, yes, have that mental health to be positive and thinking that, things will go wrong, things will be right, and be balanced and everything. But consciously practicing to be to change things that's happening into your life. And that's called conscious living. So when you have your mental health and conscious living is when things amplifies into your life massively. Now, imagine tomorrow you wake up and you exactly know why you are in this job, why you are saying yes to something, why you are saying no to something, why you are wearing an outfit, why you have gone to a place. Like you have answer of everything. And what if that happens? And that's the result when you operate your life through consciousness. And it takes time. But when you start questioning that if I'm choosing this, why I'm choosing this? Will this change my life? Will this create my life in next 5 years? Or right now I'm just choosing because I have to choose. When you question such things for yourself, we ask difficult questions to other. Can we ask difficult question to ourselves and find answers? Because that's actually easy because you exactly know the answers. Is when you are more conscious, you exactly have your direction, you know where you are heading up to. And that's the morning I invite all of you to be. And there are 5 layers of conscious living. Number 1 is awareness, like I have said, to observe, to see what's happening rather than running away and rejecting that or even being into denial, to be aware of that. And then accepting that, yes, this is a situation I have to handle either now or later, but yes, this is a situation. And then figuring out that if I choose, say, direction 1, will this create my life? If I choose direction 2, will this change my life? And you choose the direction consciously. But then just choosing doesn't work. You have to take an action to it. And after you take an action, when you achieve it, this is where, what many things go wrong. When you achieve it, we are like, okay, we are done. That's when we again repeat the pattern. We have to constantly keep choosing not to get into the same pattern and ask beyond. And that's when the last layer, which is called expansion of conscious living. So, right now, I have a question for you. How many times right now in next half an hour, you have unknowingly opened your phone for no reason? You are walking somewhere in another window, or you are, watching something, or you are thinking about something. Like I'm sure we all do it, and there is no answer to it. It's just like, our hands just go towards the mobile, or our eyes goes to somewhere else, and it's like an AI generated activity within us. Yes,
When I
Ashik.
get bored, when I get bored,
Yeah. See, when we get bored, we just open the mobile instead of, it's just a, it's a reflex. Like, okay, let me see what's happening. So that's called unconscious activities, right? So many people think conscious living is about yoga, meditation, spirituality, and all of that. But conscious level is not yoga, meditation, and all. These are few tools. But conscious living is including everything. It includes your relationship, it includes your job, it includes your business, it includes your every responsibility, it includes your life. So if you say, ki, no, I am conscious, but I don't want anything else, I want to be alone, then that's not conscious. Yes, you should be, you can be alone if you want to. But if you have everything, include everything and be conscious. And that's about conscious living. Now, so I've said everything about conscious living. What is the first step? How can we have a conscious living from tomorrow? Like we have so many, say, YouTube videos and all we watch, we get empowered. For 1 day, 2 day, we continue, and then we're like, we have no time, we have this responsibility, that responsibility. How can we have that conscious living for rest of the life, like it has imprinted into our body? Conscious living, if you really want to imprint, it definitely needs a coaching, because we are taught certain things from our childhood, and we always tend to go towards what we have learned. And to unlearn it, to constantly get help by someone, or tell somebody, listen, this is not you're choosing, you're choosing a different pattern, is when the person can achieve conscious living. It definitely needs a coaching. But yes, it is not mandatory, but it becomes easier when you have someone, a buddy or someone who can help you unlearn that you have learned. And that can be a first step to have an imprinting of conscious living for the rest of your life. And then now, after all of these, I want to know what happens when awareness increases. Like I've said everything. What do you think when your awareness increases? What happens? I already answered before. Okay.
Yeah,
Someone was saying something? Sorry.
yeah, I was trying to, but it's okay. You have started. Please.
No, please go ahead. Go ahead.
What I believe is when our awareness increases, we start responding instead of reacting, and we understand ourselves better. And in the same process, we start understanding the other person also better.
Yes,
This is how I believe.
exactly. You rightly said it. I just made it more elaborative, but you rightly said it. We started, once you start understanding yourself, you start understanding others better. You operate things in a different way. And that definitely avoids friction, conflicts, and you can be one of the person who can make things better. And that's why awareness is something which is much expansive. So now, Life Alchemy is my foundation. The reason I named it as a Life Alchemy is, as I mentioned, that people don't just need solution for a problem. They need to be living consciously, because solution is, you have this problem and then the solution is done and gone. But we all have our life pattern. How can we ensure that we completely change our life pattern? And that can be changed only by choosing differently. If you want a different life, you have to make different choices. It can be small, but differently. It is like, so say I have to go for a trip and I have all the reasons, say office is there, kids, family, etc., etc. But I have been choosing this from so many years. And if I want to have something different, I cannot keep on choosing and giving the same reason over and over again. I have to make a little bit different choice, at least. Otherwise, we cannot expect the same result. So that's when I thought that Life Alchemy can help people achieve it. And the first thing of Life Alchemy I started was something called vent out. You know,
I do that. I do that with my mom.
awesome. But you do it with your mom, but many people don't get that opportunity. You're so lucky.
Yeah, they could do it with their sister or their best friend. I'm just closest with my mom.
Awesome. Awesome.
And sometimes I vent to my sister.
Yeah, it is so liberating, right? When you went out with no expectation, like nobody's advising you, nobody's, telling you you should do this. They're just there to listen to you, even if it doesn't make sense, even if, there is no end result to it, but just went out and things just change. And that's where it is. It is an imperfect platform where, people just tell whatever story they want, and people are just able to laugh it out and listen and nothing to respond to it. So that's the first thing that I did in Life Alchemy. And then I did Nishandha. Nishandha is a retreat. So over the period of time, what I realized is, many people still keep on giving the same reason. I have work, I have family, certain things I cannot do at certain period of time. And then I felt that I think I should create a dedicated few days of time where people can reset and they can exactly work on changing their pattern massively. So Nishandha is what I've created, where it's sometimes it's 4 days, sometimes it's 3 days, sometimes 5 days of where people spend a considerable amount of time to reset. And then my last question to you is, what is one unconscious pattern you will choose to change today? If anyone can answer, that would be great. Thank you. And I'm open to questions. Yes. Rachna has raised her hand.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So one thing I would like to change from today would be like constantly not going towards the mobile phone. That is
That's a great choice.
that is the unconscious thing that I go on repeating.
Yes. Mobile phones, like if we all think, okay, it's just a matter of 2 minutes, but when you add up to 2 minutes, it actually can become, 3 hours, 4 hours of your entire day. And
Yeah,
what
correct.
if,
And my
yeah,
screen timing is actually around two to like it was much more. It was 4 to 6, but it has reduced to something 2 hours or 1 hour to
okay,
1 hours.
awesome.
Yeah, it is a very difficult task to avoid social media and not pick up your phone on a constant basis,
Yes,
or it is a very difficult task.
yes. So that's when consciously you say, yes, I want to see social media. There's nothing wrong in watching social media, but I'm dedicating this 1 hour of my time to do this. And there's nothing wrong about it. Just do it consciously. And then rest of the time you're doing something else. That's it. Yes, Mirana.
Yeah.
So I think one distraction even it cost you around 25 minutes.
Yeah,
Minimum time
correct.
25 minutes is cost, which is data which is published in Harvard Business Review. And so even sometimes it's more than that. So on an average, one distraction, we maybe think that it will take hardly 1 minute's time. But when you distract, come back to your previous work, it will take at least 25 minutes.
Yes. True. Yes, Silky.
I have this habit of unconsciously saying sorry.
Hmm.
Okay, multiple times a day I do that, and till my baby was born, I thought it's a very good habit. Okay.
Okay.
And I did not take it that seriously. But now, since my baby is now 3 years old, now he can speak. So I have seen, because I am saying multiple times sorry for, I don't know, a number of things. If I keep this bottle like this and something, I'll just say sorry, utter out. Now he has started doing it. Now, when he says sorry for unreasonable things, when he shouldn't be sorry at all,
Hmm.
then I feel that it is something wrong. I need to change it, but I have no idea how to change it.
So my
So if you
question
can,
to you, Silky, is who did you learn sorry from?
I am not sure. Means, but this is my habit since my childhood. Means
Okay. So this is
many, many years.
something you can look back. Maybe you don't need to answer now. Look back that when you were a child, did your father or mother or someone you are close to have said you should be apologetic? It's a good habit when you do something wrong. And if you not say sorry, it is an arrogance. And rather than actually learning when to say sorry, you have picked up multiple times saying it like someone is chanting,
Correct. Correct.
right? Just
Okay.
look back from where you have learned it from. Sometimes just knowing that from where I have learned it from itself can change it.
Okay.
And one more situation, like it can be a little brutal, maybe not applicable to you. I know some people, they go through a trauma. So like one example can be someone say thank you, and a teacher scolded that student and say, punish the student and say, you must say thank you always. And that trauma was so much on the child now do not leave without saying thank you. So even if it is a good thing, but it started as a trauma response.
Okay.
So unknowingly, even teacher was not conscious, and the child
Mhm.
didn't know what to do, and the child has picked up. So look back and see where you have picked up from.
Okay. And then what next? Means it will. I really want to get rid of this. Sorry, no.
Yes. So the next thing you can do, first you acknowledge, okay, that yes,
Okay.
I have picked up from this thing.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, second thing, what you can do is put a reminder in your mobile that you're not saying sorry right now. It can be if you're say if you say sorry in every 2 minutes, put a reminder of 2 minutes that you're not saying sorry right now. Say when it is required. Okay. So whenever you see that reminder, even if your mind says sorry, you're not saying sorry. And eventually, within a week, you don't need a reminder. Someone will tell you in your head. It's like your inner voice will tell you, don't say sorry when it's not required.
Okay.
That's
I'll
an
try.
easy hack that you can try.
I'll try. Thank you.
Welcome.
Just wanted to say thank you for the session. I'm actually planning to conduct a session myself, so seeing you helped me learn a lot. Also, review a few things I read about mental health. Half of it I read about it, and I'm gonna let you know something. I had a feeling you were gonna say that you were the girl in the story. I've seen this plot twist all the time. They say that person is me, so I kind of guessed you were talking about yourself.
You're much aware and you're much conscious. Awesome.
I like to solve mysteries and puzzles.
You are already.
Well, I have some things to do, so I'll take my leave and hopefully we meet again sometime. Have a good
Definitely.
night. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. And I'm going to give the dice to Sushmita.
Thank you everyone for joining this session, and thank you Priya so much for making us more conscious towards life. And to all the Toastmaster and guests, Globetrotters Toastmasters Club, we not only support to learn public speaking and leadership, but also we focus on all other aspects on different area of our lives. So today's session was one of such. We also conducted earlier session on nutrition and fitness as well. So I would request Priya. Priya, you will be sharing some takeaway, right?
Yes, so I am going to share a takeaway to Sushmita. I think Sushmita, you can share it with the group or in the chat if you want. And yeah, there are some affirmations, some ways where you can have your first step towards conscious living. And yeah, that's just keep it.
Yeah,
By the way,
please.
you
Yes,
can
and
you can just print it and keep it in front of the mirror. You can always watch and say those affirmations.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hold for 2 more minutes. Would love to know if you would like to have any other such sessions from Globetrotters Toastmasters Club, or we can just chit chat for 1 or 2 minutes. Priya, we can stop the recording now.
Oh, 1 second.